everybody. Give me 1 second. Let me do something really fast. Okay, so it's already sharing on here and here. So I'm going to share and then I'm going to close. Okay, everybody. Hi. Hope you guys are having a some sort of like cool week right now. For me, this week has been like freaking nuts. Like I'm not even joking around. This past week has been very traumatic for me. Um, I'm going to start it off by saying number one, welcome to Miss Dazzy Speaks. I'm Miss Dazzy, and I want to welcome you to this live. A lot of my content will be live because I don't think pre-made videos about my experiences will do anybody any good. So I'd rather just come out and say, here, hi, this is me. So let me start by saying that as a disabled person, as disabled people, our doctors is kind of like our last um, line of defense. We rely on them for a great deal of care, and we never want to go in an appointment thinking that it's going to be a bad experience. And for me, unfortunately, it was. I've had some bad experiences before this week, but this one takes the cake, people. Let me tell you. So here it goes. The week before last, I made arrangements with my insurance company to do a face-to-face with my primary care physician in order for me to get a better wheelchair. Okay? Because the one I got right now is straight bull crap. It does nothing for me. It puts me in a lot more pain than I need to be in. It's hard to maneuver. It's electric. It's power wheelchair, but it's very basic, very heavy, very hard to maintain. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to get another one. And number one, because the wheelchair is really basic, and number two, it's because I've changed my Medicare Advantage plan from AvMed to United Healthcare, which I'm saying to all my listeners, United Healthcare is freaking amazing. They are good people. They'll go through lists to help you. And I have the dual complete one because I have Medicare and Medicaid, and I'm a special needs patient because of the complexity of diseases that I do have. So I made arrangements for transportation to pick me up this Tuesday that just left for this appointment. And I made an appointment with my PCP so I can have a face-to-face so I can get this wheelchair process started, because anyone that's in a wheelchair knows that it takes a while to get your wheelchair. So I'd rather just go ahead and start the process now so it won't be so strenuous. So I had everything set, and then Tuesday comes. So I'm getting ready for my appointment. The guy is supposed to come between one time between another, but he ended up coming late. Now that was the first ding. Okay. So he gets me on the van. He's very nice at this point. He buckles me in and everything is smooth sailing from there. I get to my destination and he pulls up in front of the building and he says, is this your destination, or is this where your doctor's office is, or is this your building? I say, I think so, I believe so, it looks like my building. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I'm legally blind, and that has been determined by the United States of America. And that I can't really, I can only go by shapes and what's familiar to me somewhat to pretty much know where I am. So I saw the building, and the building looks like my building on the outside. So I'm like, I think so. So he dropped me off. I roll up, I go inside, and something caught my eye, but not in a good way. In a good way, but not in a good way. Get in there, and I see this building, and it's beautiful on the inside. And I'm like, this is not my building. My building is raggedy. My building has visitors from another species. I mean, roaches. The elevator in my building is old and decrepit. I think that elevator was installed in 1974. This is just my assessment. The smell was different. It was a clean smell, and I'm looking around for my doctor's name, and I'm like, wait, these names were even in gold lettering. So I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not in my primary care physician's building. This building is like for first class. So I said, you know what, this is not my building. So by the time I got outside and looked at the numbers on the building, I noticed that I'm in the 100s. My doctor's offices are in the 400 building. So meaning it's 4 blocks up. So I had to wheelchair my little self 4 blocks up, avoiding cars, crossing streets, and things like that, just to get there. So I finally get there, and that old familiar funk just hit me. And then the look of the lobby, I'm like, I'm here. I get on the elevator as it squeaks and screams, and I'm upstairs where my doctor's office is. Get there, go to the reception and say, okay, my name is, I'm not gonna say, and I am here for my appointment. She says, you're late. I'm like, yeah, because my driver dropped me off like all the way in Kansas when I'm supposed to be in Oz. But I ended up here. So I'm sorry I'm late, but am I able to see the doctor today because I had an appointment at 11, it's now 11:20. It's not like I'm coming up in here at 12:30. She's like, yeah, okay, let me go see if the doctor is in. The reason why I was a little snappy with her because she was snappy with me when I came up there, and she said, you're late. Like, I did something to her, or like I'm her 3-year-old or something, like she's scolding me or something. Not knowing what happened, not knowing why I'm late, none of that. Just basically snapped at me. So I turned on my charm and I told her, I'm like, well, yes, I am. Because the driver dropped me off 4 blocks away, and I had to kick my wheelchair into third speed just to get here in time to see the doctor. So excuse me if I'm a little bit late, but it wasn't my fault. Now, can the doctor see me? So she went back there, she checked, and she comes out. She didn't say if she could or couldn't, but she did ask me for my insurance card, and I'm like, well, didn't I update that with you guys weeks prior? She said, well, yeah, I just want to make sure that all the numbers are right. I'm like, okay. So I give her the card, and she says, oh, you have United Healthcare. I said, I thought you updated. I said, you know what? Yes, I have it. So she gave me the card back, and she told me the doctor will be with me. I said, oh, okay, so the doctor will be able to see me. She said, yes. I said, excellent. And I rolled backwards and waited. My name was called, but while I'm waiting, I'm calling the transportation company and letting them know that the driver dropped me off blocks away from my building, and I ended up late to my appointment. Lady on the phone is saying, oh, did you not tell him that was your building? I said, let me tell you something, ma'am. I said, I'm not sure. It looks like it. Instead of being this man waiting for me to be absolutely sure, he kind of booted me out of the van. So don't sit there and make it sound like I'm just making this up. And she's like, okay, I understand that. I said, it's not my building. My address is 4701, not 1730. So hello, if he had a GPS that you guys provided him with, and it's telling him where he's going, and I'm all the way in the back of the van. There's no way for me to see what he's doing up there. She's like, yeah, you're right. I'll put it in the notes. I said, also put in the notes, please, that the next drive, for the next driver to come as soon as possible because my oxygen supply is running low. Can you do that for me? She said, sure. I'll put it in the notes. So I'm thinking, okay, they got it together. I get into the doctor's hallway, the hallway to get to my room, and the nurse opens the door, and she was really stinky, like not stinky, smelly, but like her attitude stinks. I didn't do nothing to her, so I'm rolling down the hallway. I get to my room, and I'm telling this lady, I said, "Ma'am, I am unable to get this chair in this room. The doorway is too small." Then she says, okay, then I'm going to switch your room. She had a patient come out of one room that was next door and put her in my room and put me in that lady's room. I said, ma'am, I cannot put this chair, or maneuver this chair into the small space. It may have to be pushed in. Now, mind you, this wheelchair is 60 pounds. It's very wide. So you have to maneuver it, like push it through. I can't maneuver it myself inside. So she said, okay, get out of the chair and we will get in the room. So as I'm attempting to get out of the chair, she's getting frustrated because I'm taking too long. So she stands up against the wall with her arms folded, watching me get out of the chair. She sees me holding my hands up on the walls, guiding myself out of the chair, not helping one bit. So I finally get out of the chair, and I'm in pain right now. Like, I was already in pain in the chair. Now I'm really in pain. So I get out of the chair and I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay, I'm out. Like, I'm out of the chair now. You can push the chair in the room. She said, well, can't you push the chair in the room? I said, ma'am, I can't push the chair in the room. Number one, you may have to disengage the electric feature and make it manual, because while it's in the electric feature, it's not going to budge. So it's two little prongs down there. You just twist them outward or inward, and it'll allow you to push the chair in the room. So she looks down at the chair, looks at me, looks down at the chair, look up at me. I'm like, I said, okay, then fine. I bit down there. It hurt so bad, people. It was the most pain I mean, it was horrible. So I got down there finally and unlatched the thing, which hurt double because the scleroderma is claiming my hand, so it's very painful. So I'm doing that, and then I'm like looking at her like, okay, you can push it now. She's looking at me like, are you gonna push it? Now, people, mind you, this chair is 60 pounds. 60. This able-bodied heifer can push this chair, but she's looking to me to do it. So I'm like, all right. So my poor little hurting in pain self pushed the chair in the room. Now she helped with directions. Oh, tilt it to the side. Angle it this way. Put it in that way. Do it this way. I'm like, push the chair in there finally. Oh, you can't fold it? No. And she looked at me like I did something to her. She was like, where's your paperwork? Like that. Where's your paperwork? Now you're supposed to have some paperwork. I'm like, huh? What paperwork? What are you talking about? You're supposed to have the paperwork for us to fill out. I said, still don't know what you're talking about. So she says, well, your insurance company was supposed to fax it to us a couple of days ago. I'm like, I have no recollection as to what the heck you're talking about. So she was like, oh, that, so you don't know? No. She was like, well, we need that paperwork. So I said, you know what, let me call my caseworker. She didn't answer, so I called United Healthcare, and the nurse walked out of the room. She She's like, man, let me see what this doctor gonna do, man. No, no lie. This is how she was speaking. So I'm already like, hmm? Oh, I don't know.
You don't know if she came
I
back
don't
here?
know if she left.
Did she come back here?
I'm been here, yeah. So, sorry. So I called United Healthcare. The lady went to go see what the doctor was gonna do. Then the doctor walked in. She ain't even looking happy. So she put the laptop on the table, the counter or whatever. And she asked me, where's my paperwork? I'm like, what paperwork hurt? She was like, you might as well hang up. Hang up. Now she's telling me to hang up with the insurance company. I'm like, and the way she said it just like that, you might as well hang up. Just hang up. I hung up. I'm looking like, I'm looking like, what's wrong with these people? So I hang up the phone and she put the laptop like down and then she said, um, well, insurance companies anyway, you can't rely on them. I said, okay. So she says, what brings you here? Now you guys know why I'm looking like that, right? You know why? What brings me here? Really, lady? And this is what's going on in my head right now. I said, I'm here to get my evaluation for my new wheelchair. Why do you need another one? I said, ma'am, because I changed insurance companies, they'll be soon picking this one up. And this one I have right now is not suitable for my needs. So I'm going to need one that is. And she's like, well, I need the forms because I need to prove medical necessity. Now, mind you, this doctor's office is supposed to be aware and up to speed as to why I'm there. They're supposed to just simply send a script to the DME company, and then it goes from there. Why are they doing this to me, people? I have no clue at this point. Now, this further frustrated the doctor. Then she says some off the wall comment that goes like this. Well, I got your echo from Dr. Font. What's nothing wrong with you? So, you can imagine I'm irate at this point. I don't tell them I am. I don't show them that I am. I just do nothing but look at them. She says there is nothing wrong with me. Then proceeds to say, I do not have pulmonary hypertension according to my cardiologist. Not my pulmonologist. My cardiologist. Yeah. the cardiologist that specialized in lung disease. I said, lady, I didn't even call a doctor at this point because I didn't think she deserved to be called one at this time. I said, ma'am, yes I do. You know how I know? Because I was the one laying on that table when they did that right and left heart catheterization on me, and they saw the pulmonary hypertension in there, and they tried to get the pressure down by one, vasodilation, and two, arterial gas. Neither one worked. The pressure was still high, and they put it in the report. So why in the world would you tell me some crap like this? And why in the world would a cardiologist, well, was his only point to do the echo to see if there's any inflammation? Why is he dabbling in the affairs of my pulmonologist, who in fact saved my life? Because if it wasn't for my pulmonologist, I would not be sitting here enduring the horrible treatment that you're giving to me right now. So you know what? She says, well, that's what the study said, and that's what he said, and that's what I'm going to go off. So I'm going to take a lot of these illnesses off your chart. I said, ma'am, if you remove one illness off my chart, I will file a complaint on you. Because every single one of those documented ailments are 100% founded. And they were founded because they did biopsies, endoscopies, CAT scans, and this is way before I even started seeing you as my PCP. So please, don't do that. So she says, oh, well, then she took my, now at this point, I'm fuming. I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, and I'm crying hysterically. I'm crying so much that snot bubbles started to form all over my face, and I'm trying to wipe the snot with something, but I couldn't. And this lady's standing there, look at me going through this and do this. Did not offer me one tissue. So I said, ma'am, can you see me over here suffering and crying and carrying? Please hand me a tissue. You know what this little thing did? Hold on. This is the box of tissue. She just said, threw the tissue, well, not threw it, but tossed the tissue on the, the bed that they had me lay on. Like here. Now I'm blowing my nose and wiping the tears away, and this lady's standing there with her arms crossed, not saying one freaking word, not consoling me, not telling me everything's gonna be okay, not doing any of that, man. None of it. I'm telling her, look, what do you want me to do? You want me to die? I asked the same thing from the new rheumatologist I saw 2 weeks prior, and I asked him the same thing when he came in there giggling like a little girl. I don't find any of this funny. I don't find any of this funny. I don't find my illnesses funny. I don't find these diseases funny, and I'm the one suffering with it. So I don't see anything hilarious about what I'm going through. And I asked him, just like I asked her, what you want me to do? Just go home, lay down, and die? She did the exact same thing he did. Said absolutely nothing. Nothing. Not one word. Well, I'm sorry. He giggled. And he said, oh, absolutely not. But this little thing right here didn't say anything. She didn't say not one word. Not one peep. She just proceeded to stand there with her arms crossed, looking like she's fed up and she really don't want to hear this crap, and she just want to do what she has to do and get me out of there. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm telling her there's no hope, and I'm really crying, and I'm really believing that there was no hope because none of these doctors care. So she said, all I want to know is he going to see another rheumatologist? At this point, I say, you know what, lady, I don't even want to discuss that with you anymore. I just want to leave now. After everything I said, the only thing you could do is say, just tell me what you're going to do about a rheumatologist. That's all I care about. Saying that to me while I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out, telling you that there's no hope and I'm really, really feeling this way, and the only thing you can do is that. The only thing I want you to do, ma'am, is to get out of my way so I can get out of your doctor's office. She said, well, have them send the forms out and I'll fill it out for you and get that wheelchair out. But I said, you know what? No, thank you. No, thank you. You won't get anything with my name on it again. I left. When I left, I went outside and I called the transportation company to have someone pick me up. At this time, I'm disappointed, I'm hurt, and I was just about to just give up on everything. Mind you, I have systemic scleroderma, the diffuse kind, really the worst kind of scleroderma you want to have, and I have not been treated with anything. So this disease is kicking my butt, and there's nothing to slow it down because I'm taking nothing to slow it down. And every doctor that I go to does not want to give me anything. They just laugh at me, yell at me, and make me feel like crap. So I'm outside waiting for this driver, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I waited so long that people started to ask me if I was okay and offer me rides. I told them I appreciate the gesture, but someone's picking me up from the medical transportation company momentarily. They said okay. Now I called the medical transportation company and I told them that my oxygen is depleting and I really need to get home. I've already been waiting out there for over an hour and I don't think I can wait any longer. They said that he's 20 minutes away. I said thank you and I hung up the phone. Then get a call from the driver yelling at me, asking me where I am. I'm telling him I'm in front of the building, the exact building that's on the address that I gave to you previously. I'm sitting outside facing the highway right in front of where the handicap ramp is. He said, I don't see you. I don't know what you're talking about. Pay attention. Listen to me. Where are you? I said, stop yelling at me. Where are you? He hung up on me. Then he called me back and yelled at me some more, asking me where am I. I said, sir, stop yelling at me, please. Where are you? Maybe I can come around and see where the van is and wave you down so that you can get me home. I don't care about that. Where are you? You got me all over the place. What are you? Hung up again. I went around the building and I saw the van. He was like freaking far as heck away from me, nowhere near where I was at. He was at the main hospital entrance with a big A sign that says medical complex right there. Don't want to pay attention, don't care to pay attention. So I saw him, he saw me waving him down, and he finally gets there. Do you know what he did? He stopped way behind me where there is no wheelchair ramp and proceeded to honk his horn at me like I'm wasting his time. Beep, 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 beep. He said, I said, the ramp is right here. He gets mad because I told him that the ramp is right here. Finally gets there. I'm on the phone with the cardiologist and I'm cursing him out, asking him why in the world would you lie to the PCP about that. He said, I didn't tell her that. You do have all that. I said I had did a different study. And, huh? Me?
Ricky.
He was born in 99, but I have insurance with him. Anyway, so I get there, and he didn't even pick me up at the ramp. He picked me, tried to get me to go back on the sidewalk where there's no ramp. See the bull crap I have to deal with? I'm done with all that. Anyway, so he gets there, I get on the van, and then he tries to get me in there, but there was no room for my chair. Got stuck on some kind of crap he had underneath on the floor. And I couldn't move anymore because I can't maneuver the chair because it was angled off so bad to where it got stuck between the ramp and some other big bulky thing he had in front of me. So he's saying, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. I'm like, sir, I can't move it. I need your help. Move it, move it, move it. Do you know this man closed that heavy behind ramp down on me? This arm, damn near crushing it, and proceeded to watch me as he lowered it down further, just so he can get me out the way. Now, while he did that, it pushed my chair even further against this big bulky thing that was in front of me. You know what happened when that happened? It bit my foot downward. And now I'm still on the phone with my cardiologist, and he's concerned on the phone now. So I'm screaming in pain, and I'm begging this man to stop. I said, this driver is hurting me. Please stop me, sir, sir, please. Won't hear me. He's gibbering Spanish. Don't care that he's hurting me. He's snatching my chair around like I'm not even in it. Getting frustrated at my chair and at me because he did what he did. So, anyway, he buckled the bottom basin and we're on our way. I'm thinking I'm going home. He gets off the intersection. This way is to my house. This road is that way. He's in this one going that way. And I'm thinking, okay, he don't speak English, so let me tell him. I said, sir, I'm over here. My house is this way. He said, ah, So at this time, I'm frantic. I don't know where he's taking me. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, sir, please, I'm the other way. He would not say a word. He just kept driving, mumbling some crap under his breath. I'm like, oh my God. This man is not taking me home. My oxygen is about to cut off. And I don't know if this man is kidnapping me or what. He already hurt me, so is he going to take me somewhere else to hurt me? Because I'm in this van all by myself. There's no other patients in this van. Not only is he doing that, he's pressing the gas and he's pushing down hard and he's juking the van up and down like I'm not even in there. So at this point, I'm scared and I'm frantic. And thank goodness that my caseworker called, and I'm on the phone, scared, crying, shaking, and she's like, Miss Jackson, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, oh my God, ma'am, I don't know where he's taking me. My oxygen's about to cut off, but he won't answer me. She's like, what does it mean? I say, he hurt me. He closed the ramp on me. I'm in pain now. He hurt my foot. He yanked me around. Didn't I tell him my house is the other way? He put his hands up on me, snaps at me, and refuses to answer any questions that I'm asking him. Now, by this time, United Healthcare is pissed. And they're like, no. Can you give him the phone and tell him to take him home? I said, ma'am, I don't even want to do that because he's not going to take it because he's pretending like he don't hear me back here, asking him to stop and please take me home. So
Is Brittany social 589 or 599? Because the computer said it at
we got a social.
You told me 589, but you said that ain't adding right.
I can never get no damn peace.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Look, people. Oh, hello. Sorry. Look, people. I'm tired of this. So, people are so disrespectful. They see me doing my live show. They see me doing this. It's very important to me. And the only thing they can do is interrupt me. That's all they know how to do. And you know what? You know what the sad part about it is? When they're doing something, if they're on their live, if it's Facebook, Instagram, if they're on their phone, I don't interrupt them. I don't even say anything. I have enough respect not to. But when it comes to anything that I have to do, they have no respect, no anything for me on what I do. I take what I do very seriously. I come on this channel as much as I possibly can. And when I do come on here, all I want is to do respect that I deserve to have because what I'm doing, I feel, is very important. That's at least what I feel. It's important to me, and I believe that it's important to whomever I'm reaching. This is not a joke to me. This is not for views. This is not for fame and fortune. This is a terminally ill woman that's trying to help others the best way she knows how, and that is online. And the only thing I ask is to be left in peace while I do it, because it takes a lot out of me to do this, and it's sad. But you know, on that note now, um, all I'm saying to you guys is please be careful with your surroundings and make sure that you have every precautionary measure if you're um, at, and if you do have transportation picking you up, just make sure you have something on you to defend yourself. When you have a doctor that don't care about you at all, and if their bedside manner is not that great, you have every right to find another one. And you know what? Maybe you don't need a PCP because you don't even see them anyway. You see mostly your specialists, and you don't even see them that much. So if it works out for you to have a PCP, then that's great. Just make sure that PCP cares. If you don't have a PCP, then there's no need to have one. And if you do have one that is very terrible bedside manner or treats you like crap and don't listen to you, you have every right to find another one. Okay? Don't think that because you're disabled you don't have rights. You have rights. And just because you're sick and disabled, that don't mean you don't have a voice. You have a voice. And I'm asking you guys to use that voice because it does matter. You're not invincible. We can see you. And we need to show the world that we can be seen and that we do matter. And we are a part of America like any other American. I'd like to thank you guys for listening. I'm going to lay down now because I don't feel good. And thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. If I can just reach one, then I'm doing the right thing. Thank you. Have a good one.